Hello, my name's Kim Ismay. I play Tanya in Mamma Mia, and I'm having tea with Wilma. I've played the Baroness in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I've played the evil, long-lost triplet sister Miss Bonnie in Acorn Antiques. I've done lots and lots of musicals, lots and lots of plays, including Dottie Otley in Noises Off. And I've also just at the end of last year, finished playing a woman of slightly reputable morals, shall we say, called Claudia in Not Going Out with Tim Vine and Lee Mack, which was very good fun. And I also, at the end of last year, I was very fortunate enough to have a one-woman show written for me by Matthew Strachan and Bernadette Gorn, which was an amazing, terrifying, wonderful, brilliant, life-changing experience. So that's me. No, I used to be really superstitious when I first started out in the business back in 1926, or just feels that long. I used to sort of think that I'd have lots of exciting rituals because you think it's going to make you a fabulous actor, but it doesn't actually at all. The only thing I do that I am superstitious about is I always put my right shoe on before my left shoe. Don't know whether that's what we were after. In 5 words, I would say tall. Really, really, really tall. That's the best way to do it. We make lots of little mistakes all the time, and then we sort of laugh at each other unendingly about them. But of course the audience, unless they know the show word for word, which some of our fans do, wouldn't notice. So 2 things stick in my mind. One was in Mamma Mia. Oh, actually 2. One, I dropped a glass. I caused a show stop. I dropped an unbreakable glass, which broke into approximately 1 million pieces all over the front of the stage, and a lot of people go barefoot. So I caused a show stop, which is the first and only time. Hopefully it's the only time, while they cleared the stage of glass. My best one in Mamma Mia was in Dancing Queen. Rosie's singing into a snorkel and I'm singing into a hairdryer with quite a short lead with a plug on the end. And I swing the thing round twice and catch it and then sing into it. And one day, this was not this time, it was the last time I was in the show, on the second swing, it slipped out of my hands, rocketed into the audience and hit somebody. Not fatally, you'll be pleased to hear, hit the poor man in the stomach. So we gave them champagne in the interval and said sorry, and they were fine. They thought it was hilarious. They thought it was obviously going to be part of the show every night, and they were the lucky ones. But I've always been an ABBA fan. I am old enough to remember sitting up and watching them win in 1974 and running out the next day to buy the record of Waterloo. So it gives you some clue about how old I am. I'd love to play Morrible in Wicked, and I'd love to play the dance teacher in Billy Elliot. They're the 2 musicals that I'd like to have a go at. I wouldn't mind playing Mama Morton in Chicago either, but they don't think they think I'm right for it. I've had a go, been up for it a couple of times and they not got it. So once in a lifetime, a role comes along that has your name on, seriously has your name on. And I think most of my friends agree that Tanya is mine. And I played it for 3 years before, and I went away, and I left 6-7 years ago, and I came back last year, did it last year, and I'm in this year as well. So got my Mamma Mia degree last time, and I'm come back to do a postgrad now. Shows that I would have loved to have been, and I would have loved to have played Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors, but I never did. So never mind. Bring back Little Shop of Horrors. I could play the plant now. I would like to see The Drowsy Chaperone come back. Not that there's anything in it particularly for me, but I'd like it to come back because I really liked it, and I think it had a really short run, and I don't know why. I think perhaps people didn't know what it was, and I think coming to the West End is quite an expensive deal now, so people want to, when they do come, they want to see something they know they're going to enjoy. And because no one knew what The Drowsy Chaperone was, they didn't want to spend their money on it just in case they hated it. I'd like to see that come back. I'd always love to see a really good production of West Side Story come back, because I have a real... It's one of my favourite musicals ever. And one of the things I wanted to come back was Singing in the Rain, and it has, so that's okay. And if I'm allowed another one, I'd like to see my one-woman show come back. There, it's a bit selfish, really, but the cast were great. The cast were great. We all used to go out for dinner. We all used to buy each other donuts. Last thing I saw that I wasn't in was Lady in the Van, the tour with Nicola McAuliffe, my friend Nicola. The Alan Bennett piece. It was extraordinary. I mean, apart from the fact that I know how to try and separate yourself from knowing, when you know people in it, you have to try and separate yourself from that so you see it, the whole thing. And I'd never seen Lady in the Van on stage. I'd seen it, the film that was made of it, but I'd not actually seen it on stage. And she was extraordinary, and the piece was extraordinary, but she was She was a masterclass, absolute masterclass in everything that you need to be a consummate actress. Oh, I can't choose. I like lots of different things for lots of different reasons. I love the score of Wicked. I think Defying Gravity is one of the consummate 20th century musical theatre songs. I love things by Jason Robert Brown. I think he writes beautifully. I love Sondheim. Lots of people... Sondheim is a great divide. People either love him or loathe him. There seems to be no middle path. I think if I had to choose one song, I think it would have to be Losing My Mind from Follies, because it is just exquisite. So, but there are lots of others jostling for top position. Singing in the Rain, I mean, Dancing Queen. Ooh, there's too many to choose from, but I do like Losing My Mind from Follies. On August the 12th, I'm going to be premiering a new song by Anderson and Petty at their songbook at the Union. So that's August the 12th at the Union Theatre, so that'll be good.